Okay, here's the tour of the new, well, I guess an update of the house. We have a new addition, a condo I built, and we are renting it out to bees. Built this beehive here, and Nancy bravely installed the bees that came by mail. I, of course, was traveling and couldn't be here to do it, so she had to do it. But she did it without being stung. These are Italian bees. They're very unaggressive bee. They seem to be doing well. If you look real close, you'll see some bees coming in with pollen on their legs. That means they found something. They also have some pollen on their ears. But every once in a while you'll see a bee come in with pollen on its legs. Of course, as soon as I said that, there's not going to be any coming. There's one. You see that one just ran in? Oh, there's another one. So looks like the bees are taken to the hive, and the queen is still alive in there. So I haven't opened it up to look, but the bees seem to be doing well. We're about to do our planting. I got some raised garden beds here. And Nancy's gonna try and do like a greenhouse type thing. I'm gonna wrap these arches in plastic and see if it helps her grow stuff better. These will just leave exposed. This is my potato bin. I'm growing potatoes there, and I don't know what's gonna go here. Nancy is the one that's running the show here. I just kind of build stuff for her. I built these boxes. That's gonna be our irrigation up there. It's a 125-gallon tank, and I'm going to fill it with that water spout. I'm gonna hook a hose line to it and fill it, get a pipe from the gutter spout, I guess you call it, and fill it up, and then I'm gonna put piping from here and basically pipe in pipes all along where I can fill these automatically. So you just throw a ball valve and the water will flow down and saturate these boxes pretty much automatically. Now, if that's not enough water, we've been getting a lot of rain last year and year before that, and this year, so it should be enough. If not, I'm going to put a piping system, strap a pipe all the way from there, and then from there go to that tree down to a pump to the river. And we're going to draw out river water into that. This is my river. And I'm going to move all that garbage out to the other side of the property. I'm just still organizing. It's hard to do it all at once when you're holding down a full-time job, but it's coming along. So I got the bees to pollinate the plants, and we'll probably get some honey, but I probably won't take any honey until next year. I want to make sure these bees survive. the winter. So you notice I got that on a pallet, and I got forks I can put on my tractor, and I can fork this into the garage when they're hibernating and protect them from really cold weather to make sure they survive. Not sure if that's a good idea, but that's my initial plan right now. I've put sand. You'll see the layer of sand here. I ordered a bunch of sand and mixed it in with this muddy soil I have to give me a loam, and it helps drain this area right here, because we get a lot of water coming up from that hill down into here, and it kind of makes water puddles and soggy mud. But the sand has kept it nice to walk on even after a heavy rain. It's very hard and compact. So I'm going to cover this with some topsoil, and hopefully the water will trickle through this layer of sand and soil mix, this loam layer. And I'm going to plant grass back on here. And we're probably going to move these coops over to a different place. This is all just temporary right here. But these are our newer addition here. We got ducks. They're the dumbest animals I ever encountered. They're just so dumb. I'm gonna film them trying to get them into the pen. They're so afraid of us, but we do nothing but feed them and be nice to them, but they're like so nervous. And they can never find the entrance to the door. When I let them out during the day, they'll stick right around the outside the fence, and they enjoy eating on that grass on the other side. They won't leave the pen area, and they won't get into the river, which is good, I guess. But they won't get into that nice river water. They're afraid of the river, but they sit here in this area eating this grass. And then when I come to herd them into the cage here, they annoyingly keep walking by the cage, the door. So you need two people to kind of herd them into this doorway, because if you try and do it yourself, they'll just keep circling the pen annoyingly. The chickens are much smarter. You let them free range. They kind of know when it's time to come in. When it starts getting dark, they just kind of walk in on themselves. Even if you want to let them in early, you have to go somewhere, you want to put them in early, you just bang on the lid of the food thing, and they kind of know it. They want to come in, or you want them to come in, and they just kind of do it. So they're pretty easy. This chicken right here is our oldest chicken that got attacked by a mink. You see its eye right there? It's kind of halfway down. It got bit in the eye and the head, and it's one of two survivors we still have of a mink attack. The mink just came in here and just killed every single one of them. This was a couple years ago, and we heard them, and at the time we had a light up here. It was like 3 in the morning. We had a light on top of here, and I turned it on and went up and got my air rifle out of that window right there, opened it, and I waited, and sure enough that mink came back, got in. It got in between the cage and the fence at the door right there. I didn't have it well enough attached, so it squeezed in there. And that mink came in and started licking the blood off the dead chickens. And I let that bastard have it. Hit him in the rib cage with the air rifle. He let out a scream, and never saw him, but I know he died of lead poisoning. We haven't had a problem since. But we've been getting about 15 eggs a day now since summer hit. And really no health issues with the chickens. No predator issues. The foxes seem to have disappeared for some reason. That's about it. So we're waiting on duck eggs to come in about probably this month. Maybe beginning of next month. What is it, the 20th? I don't know not sure what the date is. But probably in about 30 days from now we'll be getting duck eggs. And we're not sure which ones are males and which ones are females. Nancy thinks we have about 4 males and 8 females. Those white ones are called Peking ducks. We're probably going to eat those. But they are the dumbest animals, I'm telling you. Those white ones can barely walk. I'm afraid if they get in that water, they'll drown. I put that egg laying box in there to see if they'll start laying eggs in there, see if they get in it, but they're probably actually too fat for that. I took it from the chicken coop, so I'd probably have to cut a bigger hole in it or do something different. I'm not really sure how ducks lay their eggs, but we got some, looks like we got a mallard and some other type of duck, I don't know. Nancy got them on sale for 50 cents. They're probably inbred as hell because they are the dumbest animals. Well, that's about it.